everyone, it's your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, and today we're going to get into the Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette as well as the highlighter. So I bought the highlighter in the shade, I think it's Cocoa, what was it? Let's open, oh, Bronzite, that's the name of it. So it's awfully small for a highlighter in my personal opinion. Look how tiny this is. And this thing is $24. You see how fucking small it is? Like, what is this? Mario, honey, what's going on? I mean, I know people like smaller things, but I guess because you can use it on your eyes and on your face, that's why he made it the size he made it. But look at how sparkly and nice it is. So let's go ahead and take a little cute little swatch of it. It feels interesting. Oh, it feels nice and smooth. It's awfully glittery though. Like, it kind of reminds me of what is the Congo candy by Fenty. That's what I thought of when I first like swatched on the back of my hand. But let's take a nice little highlighter brush. I'm gonna just take this Real Techniques what is it, setting powder brush, and use that as a highlighter brush instead. And we're gonna highlight my face, and then we're gonna get into the eyeshadow palette that I showed you. Now I feel like you should know which one I got. If you all don't remember which one I told you I was gonna get, then you just have to wait and see. But it's like, I feel like knowing me, you all should know which one I got. And FYI, we both know I didn't get the which one was it? The boring one with all the skin tone colors in it. We know I didn't get that, so let's get that out the way now. Let me go ahead and put the highlighter on. Oh God, how is this a highlighter? Y'all see how fucking glittery this is? Like, because I wouldn't use this as an eyeshadow because it's of the color it is. I feel like glitter particles are flying everywhere as I'm dusting it on my face. Look at that. I mean, it gives a nice glow and effect, but I don't know if I would just like to use this as a highlighter. And it's like, I'm not going to use this eyeshadow color. We all know that. So I might have to return this because glitter is just flying everywhere as I dust it on my face. Child, as I dust it on my face, it's just everywhere. We haven't even gotten to the palette yet, and I feel like I'm just a glitter bomb. And since I didn't do my makeup here, I don't have anything to like dust this off with. But that's what it's looking like. Maybe we'll use it in the inner corner, and that way we can see how it like works as far as with the face somewhat. I mean, as far as the eyes somewhat. I'll take a little more and just... So maybe I picked up too much, because y'all see in the middle of my face, it's not doing that. But I lightly dusted as opposed to when I dusted the first two times when I put it on the sides of my face. But I like this side of my face to be more, you know, glittery than the middle of my face. So I'm kind of liking it now. I put it on like the middle of my face, but even then it still looks really glittery. Like, look at my forehead. It just looks like shiny and glittery as hell. So I don't know if you should use this as a highlighter just because it's so damn glittery. It says, for Mario's exclusive techniques and tips, you can go to his site. And this is a 24-month lifespan. And if I remember correctly, this was $24. So I feel like I would need to, maybe I need to use a different brush, and then the reflex won't be so much, but I don't know. So I got the Master Metallics palette, of course. I meant to bring the Pat McGrath, what do you call it, palette, the Decadence palette, and like compare the colors into this. But I do have the dupe of the Decadence palette here, so maybe we can compare the colors of that, since, you know, Shop Hush used to dupe like Bad Habit used to dupe everybody's everything the best. And yeah, it seems like this side of the palette's open up a little bit better for me, so we can open this side. But anyway, so yeah, they were duping a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm thinking we can compare that one, and it's gonna be the same colors as the Decadence one. And I went back home and still forgot to grab that, but I did remember to grab my Natasha Denona Safari palette, because we're gonna have to use some mattes for this. I'm not a person who's gonna put shimmers in the crease and all that nonsense. We're not doing it. But this is what the inside of the palette looks like. So I mean, I feel like they say he did it based upon like earthy tones he likes. And of course, y'all know my eyes are gravitating toward this row. This row is okay. This row is okay. This row is okay. But like, my eyes are just on this row right here. I'm not going to use that row today though. I'm going to try to use a different row. So I think I'm going to use like... Ooh, this is a really nice mirror. I think I'm going to use this row right here. And I heard these were made in Italy. Let me see. Was the highlighter made in Italy too? Because I did not look at it. My bad, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, the highlighter was made in Italy as well. So, eyeshadow. I already have eyeshadow primer on. I have on the Kaleidos tone activator. I need to grab some brushes out because as usual I have not prepared at all. So yeah, hold please while I get my life together. Take this refer. I guess I'll use that for the inner corner. Dust all over brush. Crease brush. Oh. Sorry y'all, I'm over here dropping all the brushes like a whole hot mess. So I figure I'll probably use an animal hair brush just for what do you call it? The shimmers, because I feel like that might work better than a synthetic hair brush. But with the Natasha Denona mattes, I'm just using synthetic hair brushes. So I think we're going to take this row right here and try to make that the row we use. And then when I do my IG video tomorrow, I will most likely use this row right here. Because y'all know that's just, you know, that's bae, that's light, that's everything. So we're going to take this palette right here. And I got to figure out what colors I'm going to use. And the only thing, from what I remember, is like I feel like a lot of these colors didn't like show up on my skin tone. Like this color right here, I feel like it didn't show up that well. I think this voodoo color didn't show up that well either. So I'm going to have to try to figure out what colors I can use in here to incorporate in there. Maybe I'll try the orange because I think I've only tried that once. So we're either going to go in with this shade or this shade and then figure it out from there. I don't know. Anyway, let me get started. I think I'm gonna just go with the orange shade. So that shade is called Tribe. So we're gonna go ahead and take Tribe and put that on the outer V. That palette retails for $48. If anyone's curious, I know there's purple on my lower lash line. I had an eye look on earlier today, because what I've been doing lately, and I said this in other videos, but you haven't seen them yet, so I'm saying it this one too. On Friday nights when I film now, what I do is I'll film, I'll take pictures on Friday afternoon while everybody's like awake and moving around in the kitchen or whatever. And then at nighttime when I'm at home, I will actually film the video then. So I make your thumbnails in the daytime, and then I'll probably like go take a nap, and then at night when everybody's in the bed, I just shoot the actual video. So that's the thing I'm running with now. Okay, so I'm sorry about the purple on my lower lash line, but I did some other eye looks like I was just talking about, so that's why it's down there. I tried to get the makeup remover wipe and get it off as best I can, but since I don't normally put stuff on the lower lash line, and I, as a general rule, try not to put shimmers on the lower lash line, I figure it won't affect the eye look that we have going on. So what I'm going to try to do is the lightest shade I'm going to put in the inner corner. So I'll probably put that pink in the inner corner. And then I'm going to take the bronzy shade probably toward this part of the eye. And then the green will go on the outer part of the eye. And then we'll swatch some of the other colors in there, just to like get an idea of what we want to do. So let's get this other side done real quick. I like that he got a whole bunch of eye stuff out, because I feel like he knows like eyeshadow palettes are like the way to go, and people buy a lot of eyeshadow palettes. There's plenty of girls who are just like me and like Karen Harris, who are, as she likes to call it, makeup savages, who like, you know, buy a whole bunch of eyeshadow palettes. So it was a smart route for him to start off with eyeshadow palettes, because I feel like there are very few girls who don't like to use a lot of eyeshadow. I mean, I know they exist. Bad Beauty said she doesn't like to use a lot of eyeshadows. I feel like Too Much Mouth doesn't use a lot of eyeshadow. But I feel like the vast majority of girls love eyeshadow palettes. So, smart move, Mario. Smart move. Now we've done both of those. Let's go ahead and blend, blend, blend. Okay, y'all, I'm really not into this highlighter. Like, I just see too much glitter sitting on my face. And I'm not here for it. I'm going to have to try it again tomorrow. Well, I can't try it again tomorrow. I got to do the Kaleidos review tomorrow. And I bought one of the highlighters from the Escape Pod collection, because they had a bundle going on. When you bought the highlighter, you bought the, what was it? You buy the highlighter, you buy the face palette, and then you buy one of the eyeshadow palettes. I think it was like 48 bucks. So I went ahead and did that. Do I want to dust the color on top of this? I think we're going to dust this shade Desert Date, this orange one, on top of this orange. And then we're finally going with the star of the show, which is the shimmers. But I just feel like there's something missing. No, matter of fact, I feel like that orange might be a little too bright. I think we're going to take this one instead and dust that over the top of the orange. Plus, I want to see how well this shade is. I just want to show up on my lid since, you know, we're already here. And I feel like it ties in well because we're using the row with like the lighter pink and all that. So I just feel like that shade will work a little bit better than that bright orange I was trying to do. I don't know if it's going to give like the dimension to the look that the bright orange would have did, but you know, it's fine. You're supposed to be focusing on the shimmers anyway. This is just something I had to do because, you know, I'm not a person going to put shimmers in the crease and all that. So we're taking these mattes from Natasha. And I'm living for the day when Mother gives us an all matte palette. Like, I am living for that day. Because when it comes, child, when it comes. I heard these don't apply that well unless you, like, spray the brush and then you get a little bit more effect than you do without. Because I literally just got done watching Morgan Turner's video while I was, like, eating dinner, if you will. Let's go ahead and dust it again. Yeah, it's made to look a little bit more darker instead of, like, you know, more lighter than I would like it. But I'm hoping the shimmers will, you know, like, make up for that whole situation. So we're finally at the star of the show, which is Mario's Master Metallics. These right here. So like I told you all, we're gonna use this row right here. Cause y'all know there's a blue and a green in here, so it's like I had to give you the green just one time for one time. So we're gonna start off with the green toward the back of the eye, and then we'll do the bronzy shade underneath the green toward the front of the eye, and then we will what do you call it? So I'm taking this reference number 2. Okay, it's pretty nice. Look at the oh shit. Okay. It's definitely giving me those metallic vibes. I'm like, yeah, it's come through. And I feel like once it's getting up in the crease, it's starting to turn gold. I don't know if it's because it's a green shade or like what, but it's definitely doing that. But I would definitely say I am here for it. It's a vibe. I'm loving how the metallic is going on. But I figured it would go good with the animal hair brush as opposed to a synthetic, which is why I made sure I put out this reference number 2, and it is not steering me wrong at all. Like, look at my lid. Child looks so foily. Like, all dressed up with nowhere to go. Because I'd definitely be trying to go to movies or something. It's only like 8:30. If, you know, we weren't in purgatory, I feel like, when it comes to being able to live life the way we're used to living it. But yeah, look at that. Like, honey. Oh, okay, Mario. I was not prepared at all. I think some of these are satin-y type shades too, though. So let's see how this one in front of it works. This is more of like... Oh, so this is more of like the shade we put in the crease. I'm just going to blend them together real quick. I'm just trying to blend both of these together real quick like that. Okay, yeah, I could definitely see both of them being nice and shiny and metallic. And we're just turning the brush over to the side that has the green and try to blend them both in and make it look a little more natural. And take a little bit more green, just a little bit, and dust it over that so that way they'll blend in a little better. And then flip it over a little bit more copper and just combine that like nicely right there. Okay, so now I'm going to take the pink shade And this is a synthetic brush, but I'm just putting the inner corners. I figure it shouldn't be that big of a issue. Oh, look at that. Okay. And this is a synthetic brush, so it seems like it's working well with either kind of brush, because this is a Luxie brush. Okay, y'all, so let's swatch some of the other colors in here since I'm not going to be using them right now. Take this purple shade right here. Let's take this sparkly, like, trophy wife looking gold. And then I guess I'll take this bronzy shade right here. And then I will go in with this reddish tone. One. Ooh. Okay, so the purpley one didn't swatch to me as well as the rest of them do, but look at that, like that gold and that bronze and that red. I think they look great. I want to do a like palette mashup again with these two palettes where I just used the purple and the red, but it's like I feel like I'd have to use another matte because I feel like I told you all, the other mattes in there I don't feel like work as well as that does. So I'm just like, I don't know. But anyway, this is, again, that's the highlighter that's on my face right now, and those are some of the shimmers. I guess I should have swatched that champagne shade. It's only, I think, 2 shades I didn't swatch, so let's just go ahead and swatch those 2 and then just call it a day. And then you'll see all the stuff, and then the other 3 I'm going to actually use on camera the next time, so we don't need to swatch those. So it's this shade, and then the champagne shade. Champagne. Okay, last one I swatched, I don't feel like swatch that well. Maybe because they're more like satiny type situations. This one matches my skin tone, so obviously you're not going to see it. But this one is a champagne shade. So these are the rest of the shades that you might or might not see on camera eventually. And then you see the ones that are on my eyes right now. So let's talk about this stuff. Okay, so my thoughts on this palette. I love it. I think it's definitely worth the price point that he is charging, because like they slid on like butter with this reference number 2. Now mind you, I don't know how they'll work with a synthetic brush when it comes to actually putting them on the lid, but y'all saw I used a synthetic brush for the inner corner and it works just fine. I'm loving this palette. I'm glad I picked up this one in particular, because the other one, y'all know, it just didn't match my aesthetic and my vibe. I'm not into like those nude natural tone colors that people like to use, and you know that's fine. It's not for everybody and it's not for me. So I'm anxious to see what else he has. I wanted the what is it, the one that you had to use the mixing medium with the spatula and all that, but I was like, realistically, I know me and I'm not gonna like go through all that effort. Plus I think what's the girl's name, Morgan Turner, said it was like $50 something, or 52 or 55 or something. I was like, ho. It's like, I'm not a makeup artist and I'm not gonna be doing all that. So it's like, is it really necessary for me to be doing all that? No, it is not. I'm actually liking this color combination too. I didn't think I would like, you know, vibe with it like I am, but I think it looks nice, you know. Let me know what you all think down below with this color combination. I think it's a vibe, girl. But anyway, yes, I would definitely recommend you try out the palette I just tried out, because I feel like, look at this, girl. Like, look at it. Don't look at my other eye, though, because it look a mess. I didn't fix it yet. I'm going to fix it for the thumbnail, though, where I think I'm sexy for 5 minutes or whatever. But anyway, yeah, look at that. Like, girl, yes, we out here killing it. But anyway, so this is the finished eye look using the Natasha Denona and Makeup by Mario Master Metallics palette. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. Like I said, this palette retails for $48. I didn't tell you how many ounces. I should probably do something like that. Does it say on the front? Oh, airs 12 shades equals 1 gram or 0.03 ounces. So I think it's 0.03 ounces like per shadow, and then you get 1 gram for the entire palette. So I'm guessing that's good. I will have to do the comparison between this palette and the Pat McGrath from tomorrow, but I can show you all the color stories just so we can get an idea if they're similar or not, because I did keep my Mayhem palette from the Coat collection. So let's look at both of those real quick just to see, because I feel like there's a couple of shades that are like somewhat similar to Pat McGrath's palette, and they're both supposed to be metallics. Now these metallics aren't going to swatch the same. I'm going to just swatch them like for color purposes, but this is what the inside of the Decadence palette looks like if you were curious. Let's see if we got any similar shades, just so I can have that up in this video today till you all can see the actual swatches tomorrow. So I'm going to swatch the Decadence one first, and then we're going to swatch Mario second. Or Decadence Dupe first, and then Mario second, just to get an idea of the colors. Check that red. And this red. But yeah, y'all, I am super impressed with this palette. I'm over here like, yes, it's a vibe. Give it to me. Give me all of it. Yes, give it to me. This color looks similar. And so does this one. Or somewhat in the pan anyway. Not necessarily in the real one. Okay, yeah, that one's way lighter. Is there anything else in here? Well, the blue I didn't swatch yet, but it looks similar to this blue, so we'll have to swatch it now. I don't think is that shade similar? Sorry, y'all, I'm just sitting over here talking to myself like, does this one look similar to this one? I feel like it does. Have a whole internal conversations and whatnot. Like, let me get my life. So sorry. So I'm swatching all the shades I feel like look similar to what's going on in well, this palette versus Mario's palette, just because, you know, we have them both, so why the hell not? I feel like definitely have to swatch Lapis Luxury Dupe. Ooh, that feels lovely. So all the first swatches are going to be the ones of the colors that are similar from the Decadence palette. Like, again, we're not going off texture. We're just going off as far as the colors go. And then tomorrow we'll do, like, texture for sure on IGTV. So if you want to see swatches comparing this to the Pat McGrath Decadence palette, we can do that on Instagram tomorrow when I get home. So anyway, these are the shades that I felt like were similar. As you can see, it has a somewhat similar gold. The reds aren't the same, though, and neither are, like, the purplish shades. However, the bronze and the blues and the golds look the same. And the funny thing is, like, that's the row I was going to use tomorrow, but you just can swatches of it now. Like, this is the blue from the row, and then this is, like, the blackish gold situation from the row. So, yeah, those are comparisons, just in case you have the Decadence palette and you think you might not need Mario's palette. Those are the only, like, 4 shades I personally saw that went that well. Now, we can test the quality against that one tomorrow as well, if you all would like, on IGTV. But I just planned on doing swatches just so I can get this video up for you tomorrow. Anyway, I'm finally done with rambling and all that. And like I have said before, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.